Yo, 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 what's going on? Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, all them other good things. Anyway, this one, show dog, breeding stock, pet quality. I'm going to tell you like this. This is it. In our community, we have decided to create things that no one else creates. No one else even thinks about telling these astronomically stupid stories. And I'll say that to say this, damn it. First of all, a show dog. He's a show dog. A show dog is a dog that can go in the ring and compete at a high level with fair judging and responsible judging. Not a dog that you have to pay $1,000 to get him a championship. Not a dog that we have to forget that he has a kink tail, a high rear, screwed up this and that and the other, but we still make him a champion. No, I'm talking about a dog that fits the standard to a very, very high degree without any major issues. And I didn't say the dog had to be perfect, but without any major issues. And yes, bad feet, kink tails, bad backs, elbows, that's major shit. Now, when we start talking about, and this is the one that gets me because y'all hear this the term, what do they say? It's the most stupid term ever, but a tool. They always calling a dog a tool. I think he's a tool. I think he's a tool. This dog is a tool. First of all, y'all stop listening to these dumbass people. Very few dogs are tools, And my example of what a tool could be a dog that had, I used one. A dog like Gargoyle. Incredible structure overall dog. One of the most beautiful heads I've ever seen. Everything was right with him, but he had a bad tail and he had an underbite. And so when I looked at this, I said, you know what? Underbite is typically something that is not like prevalent in this line and it can be fixed, It's not a horrible thing. Then I looked at the tail, and I've never had much respect for bad tails as far as not being able to fix them, from one generation. Now, if it's been 3 or 4 generations that all the dogs have bad tails, that shit is ingrained in there. That, to me, that's a tool because I've always said the bite and the tail are two easier things to fix. Now, once we move into, say, hip issues, a dog with bad hips should not be bred. Just that plain and simple. A dog, that has, a sway back, any of these major structural issues in the body should not be bred. It is the dumbest thing ever for us to continue to believe that we can go out and take a dog that's flawed up to a great dog and somehow they're going to make all great dogs. No, what you're continuously doing is you're adding bad hip genes into your gene pool. You're adding bad whatever genes into your gene pool in hopes that you can somehow magically just pull 1 or 2 features from this dog and negate everything else. That is not going to happen. That not only sets you back for this breeding, but it can set you back for 3 or 4 generations because you've added bad genes into your gene pool. The only way to correctly make better dogs, you can take 2 average dogs and make a somewhat special dog. If all of their genes are solid, they can amplify and make a better puppy. And the thing about it is this better puppy will be built off of a foundation where everything was solid. Whereas if you have bad genetics and you do this thing and you try to make a better dog from good dog, bad dog, or whatever you were doing there, even if the dog looks better initially in his gene pool now, his kids can have those bad tails or hips or whatever other issues. And I mostly say like hips and backs and shit of that nature. But he'll pass it on. And this goes on for generation to generation. And sometimes it gets tricky because now he looks good, I fixed everything. And then you get a female, oh, she looks good, I fixed everything, but maybe she's got some underlying issues there where some dog in her family had bad hips. Now you've doubled up on the bad hip gene and you could have a whole litter of puppies with very bad hips. That's why elimination is better than keep on talking about these tools. The best tool to use is a solid dog that doesn't need a ton of fixing things. And this term tool to me is often just used by lazy ass breeders who don't want to put in the work to go find a better dog to breed to, or they're greedy as hell and they want to use this dog no matter what because of his name and how he can sell puppies. That's just the truth of the matter. And at no other point in life have I ever heard people talk about add bad things to come up with better stuff. It just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It'll never make sense to me, and hopefully it doesn't make sense to you. Do your research. If the dog, you know, not every dog needs to be put down, but if the dog isn't of the quality that it should be as far as being, you know, a breedable dog, fix the dog. It's just that simple. Fix the dog, make it a pet. And as we go forward, generation from generation, of taking the best dogs from all of our litters and making the rest of them pets, we'll end up with a better gene pool to consistently produce litters of 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, what could be show quality puppies. Very, very good dogs. It happens in other breeds, but it happens because of discipline. If we don't get rid of the idea of greed, that we have to use everything and sometimes we can't take a loss, our breed will continue to suffer. I guarantee you that. But hey, I'm out of here, man. It's time for me to get to the gym. I got to drink some of this good shit and get rolling. But hey, until next time, much love. God bless.